Hey, who's out here to support the Novaks? Yes? Lots of people?
A lot of support, a lot of love. Amen. I can't escape it.
Upon pulling up to the Novak Manor for my final interview, I almost didn't recognize the property. Christmas was definitely in the air, and Patty was super excited to show me.
Just up and out of your way here. So it's Christmas time at the Manor now, because I'm a Christmas girl, so I'll show you the outside first. And you can see he's even got his Krampus guy up there.
So I had to ask the very obvious question, where on earth do they store all the Halloween stuff?
And you can see that everything is pretty much put away. The garage is full to the brim of stuff. It's sad to see it like this, and sad to know that there's a high likelihood we'll be taking it all down, but we don't know. Crossing our fingers, we're fighting, so we'll see what happens.
Can we walk through it all? Or?
You can't really, but I can show you the inside.
Sure.
Because not knowing what the future holds, we haven't gotten rid of anything. Nice little squeeze. Make it in there with me here. And it gets dark, but it is everything. You can see it's full. Where everything goes to sleep for the season.
How do you even get in here to get everything out?
Piece by piece.
Oh my goodness.
Piece by piece, it all comes out in the late summer when we start. So now if we get to continue, we do have big plans to change things.
Seeing the garage might seem shocking, but I know the amount of detail the Novaks put into this haunted house, so I went to seek Adam to find out where the rest of it was.
All right, Adam.
Hello, welcome.
Let's see this. Let's see where you put this
Sure.
Halloween stuff.
Come on down to our
All right.
So this is part of the storage. Obviously the garage takes most of the big props. This is most of the little things. So we still have most of our costumes hanging. Part of the reason we still have them hanging is because we also have our Christmas stash right off to the corner there. For when we've been walking Candy Cane Lane, we have all of our Christmas costumes. So we have stuffed teddy bears, Mrs. Claus, Santa, the Grinch, some elves. It was a lot of fun. We even have Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Oh yes, we remember him from.
Gotta have Rudolph with his lights and his antlers. And then all of our bins, lights, cords, everything, all the small stuff is still on the shelves here. But you can see a lot more space than what we had when the season was going.
Yeah, actually, I do remember.
Tables with masks and all that stuff's been put away. So we have a couple of them out that we've been using. Some of the Santa masks. Our lovely gremlin, which was attacking Santa on Thursday when we walked through Candy Cane Lane. But yeah, where all the magic happens. So you can see I still have a little pile out here that hasn't made it away yet. And then we still have our rat tumbler buried in the ground. And then a little less organization in here. But as you can see, it is pretty full. So all of our mannequins are in there. All the big props, buildings, sheds, huts, everything is kept nice and tidy.
Nice and tidy is
Nice
this.
and tidy.
One thing at a time, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, and then there's a couple of big things that are still in the backyard for now that obviously are not going to move anytime soon. So we'll wait to see what the future holds before we decide what to do with the rest of it.
I got the call, oh gosh, it was like a Tuesday or a Wednesday. I got the call that after this year we wouldn't be able to continue unless something changed or so pretty much telling us to shut down after this year, and I kind of lost it. I posted a live and I didn't expect a whole lot from it, and we expected some of our supporters to like call or message or, you know, ask questions, but all of a sudden videos are being shared hundreds of times and viewed 10,000 times, and every single news channel reached out, 4, 6, 12, 58, the radio stations, the Journal Sentinel, Hello County, you obviously reached out. So it was beyond anything we expected.
The busiest we got was in the 1300s per night, and that's about the threshold of what we can accommodate. The night after this all, the weekend after this all happened was the busiest, and we had to cut the line off at 9 p.m. So we could have had more people come through, but just physically wasn't possible.
Are you guys ready?
We're ready. Well, they think they're ready.
They think they're ready. Is this your first time going through the house this year?
No, this is our second year, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes.
So
it's her first time and his first time, but our second.
Okay. What are you guys looking forward to?
To pee our pants.
We donated to Novaks this year again, which was our big donation. They work with us every year. They're bikers advocating child safety. And then we also added 3 new things on. We added the West Allis Police Department K-9 unit. They are self-funded, so that meant more when we heard that, I think. And then we also added Lucky Mutt's Rescue, because clearly we're dog people. Clearly with our rescues. We've got 3 of them currently. Dolce, who's right next to me, she is a rescue from a local person. And then we've got Stitch and Gracie. Stitch was also a rescue many, many years ago. She's 12. And Gracie was from the Humane Society 2 years ago? 2 years ago. So, and she's 6. So she's been with us for a couple of years too. So we love our doggies. And then we also added the Junior Huskies football team. It helped them get the money to recertify their safety equipment. So we were able to do even more good than we've done in the past, and that's all we want to keep doing.
And then Patty and I also took on another thing through the mechanics of West Allis. We actually had some work done there on a personal basis, and in the process of talking to them, we exchanged what we were doing, and they are involved in a Christmas program. So then Patty and I took on how many kids? 5 kids. We bought gifts for them and then donated them to the mechanics of West Allis to give to the group that they work with. So it keeps going even past Halloween.
I love Christmas. It's better than Halloween. I'm not gonna lie.
That she does.
I don't know. There's just something about Christmas and family time and time with friends, and so I do big inside. I mean, I have 16 Christmas trees this year. So hey, I had 17, but I sent one with the daughter to college. So,
And you have nothing to say about this because your Halloween stuff is...
Yes, I got to keep my mouth shut. Every once in a while I start to make a comment and then she immediately shuts me down. But this has actually been the first year that she's kind of gotten me a little more into the spirit. Part of what's been going on with the city, we also still want to show our support for other local charities. Obviously the biggest one that we get compared to is Candy Cane Lane. So we wanted to make sure we also decorated big outside to get people to come down since we're just outside of the Candy Cane Lane boundary. And then a lot of the Novak Manor volunteers, along with Patty and I, have been actually dressing up in holiday-themed costumes. The Grinch, Mrs. Claus, Santa, some elves.
Snowmen.
And we've been walking around Candy Cane Lane doing nothing but just trying to spread some holiday cheer. We're encouraging people to donate and see their event as well because we love that we have these 2 big things that are both very local to the city.
We are not on a crusade to shut down Candy Cane Lane. We love it. We visit it every year. It's something our family's always done. I just had a memory come up of our dog from 7 years ago in Candy Cane Lane with us. So that's not it at all. We love what they do. We love that they donate as well. I understand that the permit or the code violation is that we can't have theater style acting on our property with guests on our property. And I understand that Candy Cane Lane, for the most part, doesn't have that. They do on some occasions. But my problem is that the aldermen are pointing out things that have nothing to do with that code being changed or the permit for the code being changed. They're focusing on traffic and cars not parked properly. And every single one of those things, including no headlights, kids hanging out sunroofs, illegal parking, litter, all of those things happen in Candy Cane Lane. And again, we are not on a crusade to shut down Candy Cane Lane. So that's not it at all. We love what they do. We love that they donate as well. We just want it to be fair across the board. If we're going to focus on those issues of our event, as they call them, then we're going to be focusing on it all around. I think one of the hardest things about this for me personally is that I love Halloween with him. I do. I've grown to love it with him, and I enjoy the season, and I enjoy being out there. But I love Christmas, and we have a rule. And unfortunately this year, because of all this, we've had to break this rule. From November 1st to December 31st, we do not talk about Halloween. Halloween takes up 10 months of our year, and I'm not crying because that bothers me. I love it. I do, so please don't take it that way. But this is time that is so different. That's the time where we focus on the community and giving back and doing everything we can and making sure all these people have such a great time. And now this is our time to have a great time with our friends and our family. And now, unfortunately, because of all this, it's still an everyday conversation. It's gathering the emails for the aldermen. It's going to the city meetings. Adam got hurt trying to put everything away, so it's, delayed everything getting put away. And it just, quite frankly, it sucks. I don't know any other really eloquent way to say that. It sucks that it's taken over everything this year, because it shouldn't have to be that way. It's a simple permit change. That's all we are asking for, and it just doesn't seem like it should be this hard.
The hope goes in and out.
Day to day.
We were very hopeful for the first city council meeting, and then when they instantly shot it down and decided to file it and forget about it, we went back the other way. And then we're there for a little bit, and then they were getting a new permit rewritten. So then we started to get hope again. And then now that we've had the time to try to share more important information with the city officials to try to get them to understand what we are actually doing and not for them to make assumptions, it seems like it can be a little more hopeful again. But ultimately, it is not our decision, and we will not know until it's done, and then hopefully it'll be positive.
Hopefully. It's day to day.
Well, the first thing I want to do is just say thank you, number one.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. I can't say enough how much it truly means, regardless of what happens. Your support, your words of encouragement have made everything worth it, on top of all the things that we've also been able to do with this. So we really appreciate it. As for the city, we just want, I guess, more clarification as to why. A lot of this doesn't make sense, and with all the good things that we've been able to show that we've done, it seems kind of more of a personal attack in terms of either personal for the season, Halloween versus Christmas, or us versus them, or it's very odd. So we just want them to kind of open their eyes and see what they could potentially be taking away from the community.
We have built our family in this city. We've lived here the entire duration of our 23 years together. Our family's here, our friends are here, our work is here. We want to keep this local because it's good for our city, not only the people that come from here and beyond, but it's just a good thing. And we just want you to see that and know that we will work with you. And again, I echo what Adam says and thanking everybody. The support has been beyond. It's been unwavering. I mean, everywhere we go, even last night walking the Candy Cane Lane, they're like, "Oh, you're the Novaks." And we're like, "Yeah, that's us, hi." A woman ran up to me at a craft fair and goes, "I'm going to hug you." And I'm like, "Whoa, okay." And she hugged me and she's like, "I'm so sorry to hear what's going on at your house." And we love that because it just shows how much people care. And we just want everyone to know that that has meant more than we ever could have asked for. And no matter what happens, you're the reason we're fighting for it. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Happy holidays. Enjoy the season. Share your time with loved ones, and we will hopefully see you next year.
Hopefully.
Bye, guys.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Kay, producer, director, and newfound friend of the Novaks in Novak Manor, From Home to Haunt. Prior to the airing of this episode, the city of West Allis did reach a vote. To find out what that vote was, and the fate of Novak Manor, please visit their website and their GoFundMe page to help. Love you guys. See you next year.